Hey, child. What's tea? What is tea? What is tea? What y'all got going on? Child. I was able to catch me a small piece of nap, so I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't nap. Okay, I had set my alarm for 7:30, and that bitch woke me up at 7:30. Okay, I took me a nice piece of nap, honey. I'm glad I did. Hello. Anybody in the chats? It says 53 people. Ain't nobody put a goddamn thing in the chat. I spoke. I said, hey, where everybody at? One person and it's 56 people. Where the fuck is everybody at? Y'all better put something in this chat or I'm in this motherfucker. And y'all won't see me till tomorrow. Hey Trinity, what's good, friend? Okay, well, prove that y'all here. Say something. Scream, holler. Talking about something y'all here. Bitch, I can't fucking tell. When I gotta move on a hoe, the whole chat be lit up before the shit even start. We get down to these shows, y'all act like y'all don't got shit to say. What did y'all think about the episode? The episode was interesting to say the least. Destiny, you better be glad that's your mama. Okay? Because had this been back when you first came up here and I won't featuring you like that, or I'd let your mama have it. But I ain't even gonna do all that. I could still say what I gotta say for its head without making y'all feel away. Okay, and I ain't finna make y'all feel away. Girl, they said this was Miss Rhonda back in the Gap, honey, before she got hooked up on them damn drugs, honey. They said that was Miss Rhonda back in the day, baby. They said she was a brick house bitch, and this is how she used to take her shirt off and shit. Before the streets got a hold of her. That's what they said. Okay, that's what they said. So that's why I left my Donald Duck, Daffy Duck. I mean, that's why I left my Daffy Duck up, honey, because they said that's how she took her shit off back in the Gap, honey. I know that's right, Mama Rhonda. I was feeling this way a couple days ago. Anyway, um, I can't stand your people, them Scott. What did they do this episode? They didn't do shit this episode. Why you hot with them, friend? Please don't tell me you one of them millimeters, honey, and you still want to hold on to bullshit that don't matter no more. Cause they didn't even do shit this episode. Now I can see if they did something this episode. They ain't did a goddamn thing. That's what they said, Trinity. They said back in the gap. A brick house. Okay. Brick house. I just don't like them, friend. Hell no, I don't like her either. Well, I'll let you have it. So, okay, so long as you ain't one of them, I'll let you have it. We get real stories without the toxic hoax. Oop, y'all like up the live now. It's over 100 folk. Y'all like up the live. All right, give me 100 likes. Oh, you's a diehard fan of Destiny's. My God. Well, that's my friend. That's my sis. So, we love Destiny around here. 10. All right, y'all. Not Bell Collective. That was this morning. Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 10, episode 19, Motor City. Here we come. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got a whole bunch of notes. Okay, I ain't got a whole bunch of notes, but I got what I got. Now I'm gonna make it do what it do with what I got. So I don't want to hear nothing from none of y'all. And I'm gonna send y'all on about y'all way because it's Saturday, and I know we all feeling good. I know I am. So the episode continues with Ken, Trisha, arguing down to Dr. Francis. What I do appreciate about Dr. Francis is he will allow both of y'all to have y'all delusional ass argument and would just sit back and watch. Um, I can't blame him. I would probably do the exact same thing. I would just let y'all talk all of y'all delusions and talk all of y'all fuck shit and talk all of y'all like Ken. You got up here and admitted that both of y'all are liars. I know Trisha be lying. I be lying too, but Trisha's lies, it don't be distance a thing and the other. Well, why the fuck is y'all lying to each other in the first place? That's the first problem right there. Y'all feel the need that y'all got to lie to each other about bullshit. That's the first. That's both strikes in my opinion. That's two strikes put together. I don't want to be with no lying motherfucker. I don't. Now, can I be cool with one? Yeah, because that's just my homegirl. I just know she be lying. But so far as laying up with you, sharing a house with you, and all that book, hell no. Hell no. That's already two strikes against y'all. Like I hum. Moving on. Cause it won't nothing to none of that shit. So Destiny made it down to Detroit. And she's nervous about meeting her other siblings. And then we meet her baby sister Paula. Shout out to Paula. Um, and then Kimmy and Tisha, y'all know the Scotts go down there with her. And then they come around there to check on her before she goes to leave and meet with her people. Um, Shout out to Baller. Hummer. Shout out to Paula. Okay, Paula seems really, really sweet. Really, really even keel. I hope she ain't no pushover though, because she kind of get that pushover vibe too. But then again, Destiny turned around and said that she was a pistol. So I guess don't let the niceness fool you. If you cross her the wrong way, she gonna bust your ass, which I'm cool with. Okay, which I'm cool with. Shout out to Sister Paula. I like little Sister Paula. Sister Paula was really cute. You know, Destiny, I wouldn't mind seeing your family a bit more often. I get it. They're in Detroit, using Alabama. I get it. But I would love to see a little bit more of your family from time to time, because I actually liked your family. Like your family seemed like mine on my daddy's side. You know what I mean? Because you know it's two sides. You got Joycean's side, who's bourgeois, and then you got my daddy's side, they're a little hood ish. You know what I mean? So I was here for the family. I was here for the family. I was here for them. They seem real entertaining and interesting folk. I love to get to meet them. Other than Rhonda Joe, we'll get down to that later. Anyone? Marcel and Maurice plans to see their Uncle Rick and then Daddy Mark when they get there. So we see who Mark is named after. Now listen. First of all, shout out to we ain't got there yet, but shout out to Uncle Rick. Uncle Rick has a trade school down there, and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. He's an older guy and he's teaching the young bucks trade. So not to be trade, but teaching them a trade. It's a difference. Um, okay, he ain't teaching them to be trade. He be teaching them a trade. And I could totally appreciate that. I can appreciate what he got going on. He got a nice little yang around the house school or whatever. I was here for it. It was real cute. We're gonna get down to Daddy Mark down to the end of this thing, because my God. Anyway, so Destiny goes to meet her siblings with her little sister Paula. And we see a couple of her siblings. We see her big little brother. He was tall as hell. I can't even think of his name. And then we see Jesse. Hey, listen, Destiny, you know I got a type. Your brother Jesse is right up my alley. Okay, he give a little hood vibe. Okay, he give like he got about 2 street baby mamas around there. You know that's my type, Destiny. Okay, that's my type. That's my when I talk about a dirty piece of trade, that be my type. I mean, I'm just saying, Destiny, you never know. I might just be in Detroit at the same time you in Detroit, and I would love to meet him. Okay, I love to meet him. Anyway, I'm just saying that's brother Jesse right up my alley. Tell him I said. Anyway, uh, next you knew I was gonna say something. Hush. So the auntie tells them about their mama, Rhonda Joe. So apparently, Rhonda Joe, way back in the gap before she had Sharon, she was that grit. Okay, they said she was that grit. They saying that she was a hot ticket, a hot look. I told y'all. That's why I put what I. That's what they saying that Rhonda Joe was given back in the day. They said she was riding around in limousines and all of the rest of that shit. And I said, well, how you go from the limousine to the ground? That my friend mama, I'm not finna get her all that. But then again, I do feel sorry and bad for her, because she came up in that time where drugs was the thing. And unfortunately, she was one of the ones who got caught up in it and couldn't get out of it. Like I understand and I get it. But we also gotta understand and coming to the account of back when she was younger and didn't have no kids and all of that. I mean, that was during the crack epidemic and the meth epidemic and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And listen, a lot of y'all family members fucked up too. So off of that shit because they was brought up in the same damn thing. So it's just like, while we could go in the latter half, it's like, nah, because we don't really know the circumstances that led to that. I mean, it could have been anything. She could have been going through some internally. It could have been behind some man. It just could have been the environment she was in and peer pressure. Like it's a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna give Ron Joe too much, but I got some things to say to her ass when we get down to that part. I'm just gonna I'm letting it be known. I got some things to say to her ass. Anyhow, so the Scots make it to Pontiac. We almost done. Ain't that some? And we only 18 minutes in. I told y'all I'm giving it what it gave me, but it was a good episode. Despite. So the Scots head to Pontiac, and then the first place they go to is Uncle Rick's school, and then we meet Dad and Mark Sr. And I gotta be honest, I agree with Kimmy because you could tell while Rick was talking about what he got going on with the school and all of the good things that he's doing, he was kind of like spaced out and like in a sarcastic way. And I could be wrong, but it's almost like there's a tinge of jealousy there because it seems like they got the better relationship with Uncle Rick than they do with Daddy Scott Sr. I don't know nothing about them. I don't. I mean, yeah, that's my husband or whatever. But I don't know nothing, other than that, I don't really know nothing about them. But the way that he was looking and the way that he was kind of like off to the side, making little faces and things like that, it gave more jealousy than anything. Which makes me feel like Mark might be the oldest out of Rick. I think that's kind of what it's giving. It's giving the bigger brother a little bit jealous that the younger brother made something of himself and he got it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go to prison like Big Brother did. So he had more time to be out and do things and be somebody and go somewhere and pay attention. And that's kind of what it gives to me. I could be totally wrong. It could be something else going on around there. But to me, it kind of gave he's a little bit jealous of the fact that, because you could tell they was really happy to see Uncle Rick. And yeah, they was glad to see their daddy, but you could tell the difference in it. I can't explain it, but I saw it. Like you could tell the difference in their interactions with Uncle Rick than their dad. And I mean, I could be totally wrong. But that's just what it gave to me. And if I got it wrong, Tisha tell me I got it wrong. So Destiny's mom, Rhonda Joe, aka Frankie Body Double, shows up. Listen. So Frankie Body Double pull up in the Nissan Altima with the cylinder missing. What is with y'all with these Nissan Altimas, honey? We'll get down to that later. We'll get down to the Nissan Altima people later because there's too many of y'all running around here. We got Marie, who's a millionaire, mind you, running around here in the Nissan Altima. Did y'all come pulling up down to the Nissan Altima and all? Maybe it was a sale going on. I don't know. Maybe it was a Nissan sale going on and everybody just got one because it was a sale, including the millionaire Marie around there to Bell Collector. But we'll gag that on Friday. Okay, we'll gag that on Friday. But that's beside the point. Mama, it's not funny. And I ain't even got my cute little pieces of candy. I'm laying off of them because they got way too strong for me. I'm gonna be honest. They done got way too strong. So I ain't even fucking with them like talk about it right now. But it's not funny. Okay, it's really not. It is not funny. It's not. But Mama Rhonda, if I could be honest with you, and Destiny, I don't mean no harm, but I just gotta say this and then I'm done. Is that all of the outfits that people that deal with substance abuse have? Mama Rhonda, listen, and I swear I mean no harm. But it's like whenever I go on the corner, for instance, y'all know I'm from Hampton, Virginia. A lot of the people who deal with substance abuse, they be on different corners. One corner that they be on in particular is Queen Street. Most of the women that's around y'all age that's caught up in the drug game, they look like, and I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about fashion wise. Now your bob was laid. I will definitely say that. Your bob was laid. Okay, your bob was laid. It was. Thank God. Okay, thank God. Your bob was laid. I'll appreciate the bob, even though it gave early 2000 Mary J. Blige's. I'll accept it. But like the rest of the outfit, I've seen it. It's been done. I wished you would have put on something else. Not that it would have made much difference. But I would have loved something a little bit. What did I say? I already told y'all I won't gonna give her too much. I done already called her a Frankie body double, which that's no shade, Ron Joe. It's no shade, but you really could be a Frankie body double. You could pass for Frankie's still alive twin sister. All right, you could. Now another thing that you did that pissed me off. What I don't understand about basic. That's my friend Ma. Stop. What I don't understand about people with substance abuse problems, we're just gonna say that, is how they feel like everybody owes them something. How the hell are you gonna sit up here and tell Destiny, well, you promised me that you was gonna do something for me the last time we talked? When was the last time you and her talked, Rhonda Joe? And I ain't being funny. I'm just asking. When was the last time you and Destiny had a conversation, Rhonda Joe, where she promised you any damn thing? Then you run around. Then you run around here, hot Tom back. You expecting her to get you a pot? Get you, girl. You gonna tell Destiny to her face that you expecting her or will want her to get you an apartment and you can pay the rent. Rhonda Joe, if you was not Destiny's mama, I will let you have it. Okay, Rhonda Joe, if it wasn't for the fact that me and your daughter are cool and we friends, I would let your ass have it. Because the nerve of you to not be in their life, you chose drugs over all of your damn children. And I'm just being honest. I ain't reading you. I'm just being honest. You chose drugs and drugging in the drug game in the streets over all of your damn children to the point where Destiny and Terrell had to be taken up out of your custody. The rest of your churn, as soon as they fell out the coochie, they went to new damn homes. And then you got the nerve and the unmitigated gall to catch an attitude with Destiny. The nerve, Rhonda Joe. The nerve. Destiny don't owe you a fuck ass thing. Paula don't owe you a fuck ass thing. None of your other children owe you a fuck ass thing. Nothing. Then when you meet Paula, you're gonna sit there and talk about, oh well, yeah, you know you like your daddy, but your daddy dead now. So and then you did the same thing with Destiny. You sitting over here trying to make it about her dad and all the rest of this shit, but be clear, her daddy was there, Rhonda Joe. No matter what he may have been to you, he was there for her. And then you want to sit in Destiny's face, hollering about the things that she promised you, and then you gonna catch an attitude with her as if she did something to you, as if you fell out her ass and she won't dare for you. Like, again, I'm not trying to do too much, Destiny, because I understand that's your mama. But because you my friend, that shit pissed me off. Okay, Destiny? Because you are my friend, that shit pissed me off. I'm just gonna be, it pissed me off. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's your mama. I'm gonna leave it alone. But it pissed me off. I ain't like the way she did you. I ain't like the way she did Paula. I didn't. And this is why I won't mad at Jesse. This is why I won't mad at Jesse for saying, girl, bye. I'm here to meet you. All right. As far as Frankie Body Double goes, child, I'm overgrown and rusty. I don't even need to do that. And I don't blame him. This is why I'm glad that he didn't do it. Because Lord only knows how the rest of the siblings would have reacted to the way that she reacted to you. And they wouldn't have been in the wrong for it. Just like you wouldn't have been in the wrong because you cussed her ass out. You wouldn't have been in the wrong for it by no means. I was actually waiting for you to go that route, but I see that you did. Because you know you want to live afresh and live anew and all that. That's fine, Destiny. But you way better than me. I mean, you know that right now. You are way better than me. Okay? That's just like my bio mama sitting in my face trying to act like I owe her something after all these years. Do y'all know the embarrassment I would have laid on her high yellow ass? Because yes, my bio mama light skin. I would have laid upon her high yellow ass on national TV. I would have cussed. Listen. I'd have cussed her out so bad. Josanne would have came to me in my dream that night and was said, now, Terrence, you know you should not have done that. All right, because that's what Josanne would have did had she been alive. She's like, That's how bad I would have gave. I would have listen. But I'm glad that you didn't do that, Destiny. You got way more respect than I do. I say that. Hey friend, yeah, you finally get to catch a laugh, baby. Shout out to you, boo. Yes, being a member for 17 months. Okay, and that's on period. So Destiny and Kimmy talked to Daddy Mark alone to see what's going on with him because they noticed the standoffishness. And then that's when we find out that he done got locked up. Call it what it is, Daddy Mark Sr. Okay, nigga, you got locked up. The boys caught your ass. Okay, you was down to the prison. Okay, you was down to the Stony Lonesome. Okay, you was in the Who's Cow. All right, let's just call it what it is. See, that's where your sons get that shit from with the wordplay and trying to make it seem all cute and all the rest. Bitch, it won't cute. Your ass was in prison. Okay, the boys caught your ass when you weren't expecting to get caught. All right, y'all be getting on my nerves with that. Now I see exactly where your sons get it from. They get it from your ass. Ciao. Anyway, but I would love to know what the hell you did to get locked up, Daddy Mock Sr. I would love to know what the hell caught up with you that you had to be taken away from your sons to the point where they wouldn't even write you or send you cards talking about that they didn't know you. Which is confusing to me because earlier on in the episode when they was in the car going to Pontiac, they talked about how they used to work on houses with Uncle Rick and you. So was this pre-locked up or post-locked up? I got questions. And it's not that I'm trying to get all up in your business, Daddy Mark Singer, but you brought shit up on camera. So now I would love to know exactly what you did and when the hell this was and what went on. Um, but I can appreciate the fact of you saying that you knew that you wasn't there like that. I can appreciate the fact of you saying that you did put a lot of work. You worked a lot and you really wasn't there. Like, talk about it, like you wasn't there for the small things, but you tried to make for the big things. But see, here's the thing, Daddy Mark Sr. This the thing, and here's the gag. NDRE taught us this on Voyage to India. It's the little things, okay? A lot of parents think, well, this is bigger than that, so I'll make it to this. They're not going to care about this small shit. But sometimes it's the small shit that they really would want somebody to be there for. It is. It may not seem so big to you, but to them, it's the biggest thing in the world that they want you there. I'm just saying, Daddy Mark, man, maybe you was incarcerated around the time Voyage to India came out. I don't see how in the very well hell you could have been, nigga, because I was in the 8th grade. And from what it sounded like, they was cheering, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I'm telling you, NDRE told us it's the little things. The little things matter as much as the big things do. And sometimes, like I said, the little things matter more. And you may not think that it was that big of a deal, so why they feel away. But to them, it's like, nah, I really wanted you there for this shit. So I can appreciate you admitting that. I can appreciate you admitting that and you trying to do right by your grandchildren and all of the rest of that stuff. I can appreciate that. Thank you, friend. Thank you for your $10. Happy belated birthday, nephew. I don't know, Cash App. Wish I could get the whole $10. But this works just fine, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Daddy Mark probably had multiple DUIs and went to the pen after his third one. Don't that kind of way to give? I don't know. Or maybe he was pushing something else and that's what got his ass locked up. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But listen, you got to feel glad though, because I mean, your Sharon came out fine, depending on who you ask. Like, depending on who you ask. You got a son that's a lawyer. You got another son that's about to be a lawyer once he do the bar. Okay, you got sons that own his own construction company and all that stuff. So I mean, be proud of that. That your children became something. Like they went to college and all that stuff, went to law school and all that stuff. And I'm sure you proud of that. You know what I mean? So, moving on. This is the last part. So Destiny talks to her auntie about what just took place. And then we hear Rhonda Joe ass singing down to where they was at. And then after she sung, Destiny called her outside and she still got the nerve to give Destiny all this damn attitude. Destiny told her that she loved her. And she act like she couldn't say the shit back. Destiny, use a much better woman and daughter of a bit. Use a better substance abuse than I will ever be. Because Destiny, I promise you, your mama made me hot. Your mama made me so hot, Destiny. She did. She made me so hot. And has she been anybody else's mama, Destiny, you already know I would have ran down on her ass. But I ain't finna get her all that because that's your mom. But I really wanted to give you a hug, Destiny, because as much as you tried to say that it don't phase you, I could tell that it did. I'm your friend, girl. I know it made you feel a way that you decided to bring all of the kids together, and this was the best that your mama could show up for you. A part of me feels like you was disappointed, but then there was another part of me who felt like in the back of your mind, you kind of felt it might go left. So I don't think you was too shocked, but at the same time, I could tell that you were hurt and you felt the way, and you should have. You should feel away because your mama got Rhonda Joe, got some good. What's your grandmama name? Was it Shirley? Shirley, get your child. Get your child. Shirley should have came out there and knocked the hell out of her with her damn rollator. I think her name was Shirley. Was it Shirley? That's what Shirley should have did. Shirley in there doing all that damn crying. She should have came out there and knocked the hell out of your ass. That's what she should have did. That's what she should have did. Cause had it been Joy Sand and that was what me or my brother that acted like that, what y'all think Joy Sand would have did? I told y'all my mama was a slapper. She came out there and backhand the hell out of us for sitting over there acting like that and bassing us down to these damn cameras. That's what Mama Shirley should have did. She should have came right out there with her damn rollator and her cane and bust the hell up out of you with it. Acting like somebody owe you something. Your children don't owe you a goddamn thing. You the one that won't dare for them because you picked the streets and that white shit to put up your goddamn. T, stop. This is my friend Mama. I see that see that, Steve? Don't get hot, Destiny. Okay, I really felt for you. I did. I really felt for you. I did. I felt for you. I felt for Paula. I felt for Jesse. I felt for Big Lil Bro. I felt for your auntie, her sister. That's another one. Sister, where the hell was you at? Because after your mama would have came up around there and don't floated her ass with her damn cane or her rollator, that's when you should have came around there and drop kicked her ass. You the sister. Couldn't have been my brother. I'm telling you that right now. Couldn't have been my brother. And I reacted like that. See, I just joined the chat and you cussing heavy. Gosh. I mean, Glenda, does cuss words make you squeamish? Because I'm a cussing motherfucker, okay? I'm a cussing Christian. I'm Southern Baptist. Do you understand? I come from a cussing ass family. So if it makes you squeamish, I'm sorry. Okay? I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you, girl. Terrible trivia thinking that you owe me. Girl. Yes, well, I'm sorry, Glenda. Okay, you just gonna have to deal with all of the motherfuckers and the fuck niggas and the bitches and hoes and all that shit. You just gonna have to deal with it, friend, when you around here. Okay? You just gonna have to deal with it, friend. This is a cussing channel. Okay, I cuss my ass off in my church house. This is a cussing church house. Do you understand? I'm real Southern Baptist. This is how we do. I will preach the word and cuss your ass out in the next 5 minutes. This is how we do. Okay? This is how I go. Yeah, Glenda, you must be new around here, baby. You'll get used to it. Don't act like you ain't never heard nobody don't act like you ain't never heard a bitch get cussed at before, Glenda. Don't act like that. Okay? Don't act like you ain't never sat in the midst of a bitch being cussed the fuck at. Don't act like yeah, talking about something you owe me a home. Destiny, that was the part where I really wanted you to go in and let half, but you didn't. Well, Destiny, just be glad that I won't there, because I wouldn't have let that rock. You my friend. Now I wouldn't have cussed her out, but I the damn show told about herself. Now that's it. That's all. I ain't got no damn more. Destiny, listen, Frankie body double pissed me off. I don't need to see Rhonda Joe no more. Okay, now I'm fine with the rest of your siblings. I'm fine with your auntie, and I'm fine with your grandma. Okay, I don't need to see Rhonda Joe's ass no more. Okay, I don't. Now I love to see more of your family because they look very interesting. I would love to see more of your family, but keep Rhonda Joe's ass where she at. Give Destiny a spinoff. That would mean Destiny will have to leave. She will have to move to Detroit. I don't think Destiny want to go back to Detroit unless she do what everybody else do, like on Basketball Wives. She's just there for the show. I wouldn't mind to spin off with Destiny and her family, and she just fly in long enough to go and film like everybody else do on reality TV. Now she could do it that way. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind because her family look real interesting. So I wouldn't mind it, but keep Rhonda Joe's ass where she at. She act like she didn't even want to be there anyway. Gonna tell Destiny she won't in the street. She was in her house. Leave me alone. If you don't leave me alone. Thank you, baby, for your $5. If you wasn't cussing, you're not being yourself. I joined because you be reading folk down. As long as you know. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you for your $5. I wasn't in the streets. I was in my house. Good. See, I was too done at that part. I was too done at that part. It was at that part. I said, you know what? I ain't gotta take this. I said, I ain't gotta take this. I started looking for my shit like I was there to get ready to go. I ain't gotta take this. I listen, I was through after that. I wasn't on the streets. I was in my house. Girl, making me throw my ball. But Tisha, I'm gonna tell you this: you better be careful with how you talking to Destiny while y'all down to the Detroit, because her family look like they don't play. They look like they don't play, and they look like they don't play about her. And Tisha, you wrong in this instance. You wrong. We ain't got there yet, but Tisha, you wrong. Yeah, she real big mad at Destiny Daddy, and I'm trying to figure out why. Cause he was there for her. Like now, I'm more to show he won't perfect, but he was perfect enough for her. I mean, I Now I ain't gonna say that she was on something while she was there. I don't know that. I couldn't even see her ass. She had on the hater blockers. All right. She had on the hater blockers. So I couldn't even see if she was high boots or not. Okay, I told y'all she came in there giving early 2000 teas. Okay. That was the early 2000s. That's how the girls dressed back in the early 2000s with the hater blockers. So, who knows? But Destiny says she forgave her mom. But even if Destiny didn't forgive her mama, why should she? Forgiveness is really for you and not the other person. So even if she hadn't forgiven her mama, she's probably just not at that space to where she's ready to. Me, could I forgive Rhonda Joe? Yeah, yeah, I could forgive Rhonda Joe, but I wouldn't have nothing to do with her ass. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even speak to her when I ride down the street. I wouldn't. I forgave her though. Destiny should not have used her siblings for a storyline, considering everyone had trauma, including Rhonda Joe. But why not? Why not, though, Sebra? That's Destiny's real life. This is something that she's really good. When Destiny wasn't given anything, everybody has something to say about it, including me. Now she's given us her real life and her backstory, Sebra. Sometimes everybody's backstories isn't going to be peaches and cream. Everybody backstory isn't going to be, I had this nice happy life and I went to a Jack and Jill school and all of the rest of that shit. Why, Sebra? Why? This is real life shit that other people and other families go through. So this is why we have reality TV. It's stories like these that makes you really see a person and could possibly change your mind about that person or what you may think about that person. Because stories like these could be way more relatable to other folk who could be going through the exact same thing. Well, the only way we can get to know that, Sabra, is if she brings her family up here. See, you want to know what happened to Terrell. Why you being so damn nosy? Why you being so damn nosy? You saying that she shouldn't have used her family for a storyline because of all of the traumas, but you want to be damn nosy about what happened to her late brother. Why? Sabra, the only way we get to know that if we get all up in her bed. I'm just saying her brothers felt some kind of way. Of course they did. He didn't know her. Sabra, when he fell out her ass, he went straight to a new family. He doesn't know her. And I'm more than sure the things that he's seen of her and heard of her, he doesn't want to get to know her. I mean, yeah, you had Paula that was interested in getting to know her mama, but Jesse ain't want nothing to do. Jesse did not want to deal. My life growing up in Detroit was, huh? My life growing up in Detroit was not that different from Destiny's. I can relate, child. I think Destiny should have allowed all of the siblings to question Ron. All of the siblings didn't want to go, Sebra. All of the siblings didn't want to go. And it's not so far-fetched that we will hear more from her and Destiny versus the other siblings that we just met. Like we already heard from the siblings. We heard what they thought. We heard how they felt. We even heard from the aunt. The aunt was talking about her sister in past tense. Yeah, and they probably did talk, but they didn't show it. It'll be a deleted scene uploaded on the YouTube channel eventually from on if there was other conversations had and we didn't see it. But of course, we was gonna mainly see her and Destiny. And again, and about that cut, I don't blame Destiny for cutting it short because Destiny already seen where it was going. And even though I would have let her ass have it, I understood why Destiny cut it short. Like Destiny already was kind of iffy of showing this shit on camera anyway. So she won't even gonna show all of that shit. And I don't really blame her for doing we seen enough. Okay. We seen enough. So Rhonda Joe didn't give a chance to tell her story because she was too busy catching the attitude with Destiny. If Rhonda Joe really wanted to tell her story, she would have told her story. Okay? Rhonda Joe would have came in there with a better attitude. I'm meeting children. Most of them I've never seen since the day they fell out my coochie. She would have came there with a better attitude, a better headspace, and really would have given her children what they wanted. She didn't do that, Sebra. She didn't do that. She came there, wanted to make it about the daddy, talk about what Destiny promised that Destiny was going to do for her, asked her about a damn apartment, all of the rest of this shit. Like, and she didn't seem nervous to me either. She wasn't that damn nervous to have a fucking attitude. She wasn't that damn nervous. Or at least that's just what we seen. Now, if it was other stuff shown that we didn't see, I'm sure Destiny would come out and at least tell me later on or whatever. Because maybe I'm more than sure there was some other stuff that we didn't see. Dear God. But mm, and if Rhonda Joe want to tell her story, Destiny, you tell Carlos to get you your own spinoff. I will allow one episode of Rhonda Joe to tell her story. After that, I ain't got to see her ass no more. Okay, and we could just keep it with the rest of your aunties and your grandmama, your fine ass brother. Listen, I'm telling you, Jesse did something to me. Like, listen, when I talk about the dirty piece of trade, honey, not calling him dirty because I don't think he dirty, but you know, when I talk about a piece of trade, baby, that's Jesse. Mhm. I wouldn't mind the tall one either. Y'all know I love to climb a tree, baby. Eh, Uh, Destiny was embarrassed, and so was Rhonda Joe. Well, Rhonda Joe came with the fuck shit, so I don't know why Rhonda Joe was so damn embarrassed. I don't know why Rhonda Joe was so damn embarrassed. She was the one who came with the fuck shit, the fuckery, and the fucktitude, and the fucktatiousness, and the kiss my ass attitude, and the I don't care type of aura. So, 58 minutes going on 59. Okay, well, I stretched it out to an hour. I'm shocked because I didn't have much by way of notes. But you can only relate if you have experienced a close family member that suffers with addiction, especially a parent. Yeah. Now, I ain't never had no parent, thank God. But I've had uncles, older aunties, older cousins, you know, that was around during that epidemic that it caught a hold of them, you know. Now, a lot of them, especially on my daddy's side, they were kind of sort of in the streets when I was younger, and then they found God and Jesus, and they got saved and everything. But it's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. Like a lot of them, it changed their lives. And they changed their life around, and they started being about the church and going to church, and they caught a job, and then they got their own apartments, and then they found somebody new, and then they got married, and then they had to get like it happens. There's a lot of success stories of people that came up in that time that kind of caught a hold of them, but they got into the church, or they met somebody and it helped them change and shit like that. But the unfortunate thing is it doesn't happen for everybody. We want it to happen to everybody, but it doesn't happen to everybody. So, but anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. And yeah, I'll see y'all later on. I'll probably holler at y'all tomorrow about something. I don't know, but I'll find something to holler at y'all about. Bye.